What do you get when you mix two friends, a podcast, and minimal focus or agenda?
You get a premium blend of vivacious banter across copious realms of sport, pop culture, and other.
Join us as we explore this week's topics. Who knows what we'll get into next? The answer is TBD.
Across the universe, there she is, Miss Across the Universe.
All right, this is actually kind of a fun one, and we can
Actually kind of a fun one, because the other ones, actually weren't.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't mean it by that.
And today at work, someone said actually probably, and it really annoyed me. Wow.
I didn't expect it to crack that much. That was my neck. But no, that would piss me off too. Anyway, so we're going to do Sports Avengers.
Sports Avengers. So, the way this is going to go, if any of you play World of Warcraft or have played in the past, you might identify a little bit with how I structured these teams. But we've done in the past...
Did you make teams already?
No, I'm just...
a
lineup.
I don't know anything.
A lineup. There's a point guard, a shooting guard. We've done that.
Yeah.
So we've done taking superheroes and putting them in pairs with athletes and how they were going to save our lives in the Hunger Games. Did we take those powers for ourselves? Is that how it did it? Or were they on our team?
We kind of did it a little bit differently as we were doing it, and we didn't really step back from it. You were combining them, and I was comparing them as into Kobe Bryant would be Venom.
Oh, I see.
And you were being like, I want Hulk or Thor and,
Wolverine and Earl Thomas.
Yeah, I was like, they aren't comparable at all in real life, but when you put them together,
they're
it's
badass.
you're perfect. Yeah, I get it. And so we kind of did it differently, and that's why all of my people died.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to, the Avengers came out, and that movie, which is not better than Solo, is crushing it in the box office. It's, I think, the fastest movie to $2 billion.
Infinity?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And, but, unfortunately, $2 billion is still not as big as Infinity, so fuck you.
Yeah. Bad name.
Should have been Avengers 2 Billion Wars.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought it'd be fun to think about that'd be a
long movie.
Yeah. 2 Billion Wars. So if you had a Avengers team, and so we all know the core Avengers as the Hulk, Iron Man, Captain America, and
we're not doing this competing.
Hawkeye.
We're going to build our own.
Yeah. Hawkeye. And then there's, other people you can draw from Thor. Ant-Man. And so
Ant-Man and Wasp.
we're going to build a super team of all of our favorite athletes all time from their primes.
Okay.
So,
and it's going to be a team of 5. Not
we'll
so much NBA.
We
But
can do a team of 5.
A team of 5.
A team of 5. And how do you want to do this? Do you want to do all at once, or do you want to do back and forth? And do you want to name so the way I want to do it?
I think we should take your World of Warcraft category of
archetype.
Yeah. And we should discuss that for 30 seconds or so. So when we go down those 5.
Okay, I'm just gonna type them out right now.
Give me your idea and I'll give you mine and we'll discuss.
Okay, so
I'll type them out. Let's talk. Oh, you're typing out the archetypes.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I have them. Okay, so
I get it.
You might have to edit this out. Just give me 5 seconds.
Mississippi 1, California 2, Michigan 4, I skipped Washington 3, and now I'm landing on Canada 5.
What is that?
I don't know, Mississippi 1, Mississippi 2, I decided, it's equal states and countries.
Equal states.
NAFTA.
All right.
NAFTA 5 seconds.
Okay.
I'm not editing any of that.
Okay. So here's how this works. In World of Warcraft, the way it used to work is you would do what is called a instance or a raid. And what they are basically like little dungeons, and you can't do it yourself. You have to do it as a team. And so there are multiple classes in WoW, being World of Warcraft, where that when it comes to attacking powerful enemies, you have to work together, and the different archetypes fill different roles. So a good team would be like this. You have a tank, which would typically be a warrior. Warriors had heavy armor, lots of HP, and can take a lot of damage. To go what they would call aggro, would get the attention of all the enemies And then they would just basically sit there and not really do so much damage as much as they'd keep the attention on them. Okay. They even had special abilities to draw attention to them. So they basically sit there and just not die.
Yep.
And then you had your support class, which is usually a priest or a paladin or a shaman. And they are heals. And they basically...
Like an Age of Vampires?
Yeah. And they basically sit there and heal the warrior.
Yep.
They have to, because the warrior would get killed if they didn't have a support class. But if, for example, like, you still got to heal other people. Anyway, and then you would have what is called DPS, and that would just fill out the rest. This would be like 3-point shooting in basketball. And so, but those can be DPS in terms of like casting. So you'd be a mage. Mm-hmm. You could be a weapons DPS, like a hunter. Hunters have like bows, and they have pets.
Okay.
And that's a race, not a class. Elves.
Your race.
And then you'd have things like stealth. Stealth were rogues, and they could turn invisible, then pop up behind you. If they were behind you, their damage did way more. Yeah. So 1 tank, 1 support, and then 3 DPS. Damage per second is what DPS stands for.
Okay.
Pew, pew, pew.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
we'll start with tank.
Yeah, I'll start with the tank. So a tank, obviously in the Avengers is going to be the Hulk.
Yes, but I have a differing opinion about that.
Do you want to talk about that?
I do, a little bit.
Okay.
Unless the Hulk wasn't your choice. But
no, I thought we were going to do athletes. I'm just saying, talking.
Okay. Well, I see what you mean. You're picking the athlete for... because
what athlete resembles
Shaq?
Hack-a-Shaq? That was mine.
Oh, okay. Well, it's clearly, I mean, for basketball, it would be that one.
So who's your tank?
Well, I was thinking more like I was looking at Avengers, and I also like Thor for that.
For the tank?
For the tank.
Yeah.
Because he does have that...
He's just as strong as Hulk.
Yeah, just as strong. But also, he's definitely got that, like, fuck it, I'm going in. Like, no, I'm going to... What was his sister's name? In Ragnarok.
You mean Hela.
Yeah, Hela. He's like, no, I'm going to go defeat... Even though she was throwing him across the fucking room.
Yeah.
And, like, So he's got that mentality that, fuck it, I'm going in. So, but definitely Shaq, I think, for sports. Mm-hmm. What's another good one? Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Blowing up that offensive line, right?
Very
Just blowing
cool.
up there and breaking legs.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I would go with, if you want to talk about someone who could just take a beating, maybe someone like... maybe like Ray Lewis. That dude just never went down. Oh, Ben Roethlisberger. That guy is just always broken down and just taking hits, and he goes out sometimes, but that dude can play injured.
I wouldn't put him on an Avenger class.
No, I wouldn't. You took my Shaq.
You named 2 players that basically we all know committed crimes against.
I guess, yeah, if that's the point you're trying to make. I want to do like a pitcher that fought through a really tough time.
Boston Red Sox.
I'm not taking him. Not taking him.
I know Boston Sox.
Talk about someone who he committed a crime. He did a lot of racist stuff, which is not a crime.
Oh,
it's free speech. But anyway,
might as well be.
Yeah. Man. I'm gonna do Cal Ripken Jr. because he was the Iron Man.
As a tank? Oh yeah. No. Yeah. Never went down.
Yeah.
Never went down. Billion pitches.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's a good one.
Him.
I love Cal Ripken on that one. That's a good one.
Taking him. Yeah. Okay.
He's a good dad too.
I'm
good
sure
baseball dad.
I'm sure he did a recorder.
Yeah. Okay. No, I like that. Okay. So now we have our.
So do you want to do? Do you want to do a DPS now, or do you want to go straight to support?
Let's go support.
Okay.
Go down the line.
So support, it's typically healing in World of Warcraft, but since that doesn't really apply in a lot of other contexts, in other video games, it's like a support role can be like in Battlefront, for example, the Star Wars game. Leia is a support, and she can give what is called buffs to other characters, so increased HP, increased critical damage. So just giving extra stats to people around you, and it's basically supposed to translate into you're a good leader. That's the reason that it's there.
So who's like an Avengers support?
Like Captain America, for sure. Like he's not the most powerful, but he's definitely a leader. Or like Batman. And Batman doesn't have superpowers in Justice League.
That's true.
But it's
also not an Avenger.
No, it's still a super team.
Yeah.
Like I was going to talk about how Superman is a tank.
Oh yeah.
But Batman is the leader. He's the Captain America.
That's true.
Him and Cap go about it different ways, but they're both not the most powerful, but they are more. Like I remember one time I was watching an episode of Justice League back when it was a cartoon, and Batman's like, "I have one power. I never give up." I was like, "Shut up, Batman." but he didn't give up in that particular instance.
No,
so
he did not. Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
He's kind of in that kind of like, I'm not going to punch you in the face, but I'll protect the people I'm fighting with.
For sure.
With all my skill set.
Yeah.
Okay. So who would be an athlete? Go.
Oh, you asking me?
Yeah.
Okay, I got a good one.
So I don't right now, actually.
Okay. It doesn't have to it could be a coach, it could be someone else.
Okay.
Okay, so I got someone that is always going to be there for you. We've talked about him on this podcast, this session, if you will. He is going to make you work harder in the battlefield and in the gym. I'm going to have Larry Fitzgerald as my support class.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. No, that's a good one.
So my team right now is Cal Ripken Jr. taking all the hits. And
we don't have teams.
I'm just imagining if like we were like attacking. If we were in a dungeon fighting dragons, I would have old ass Cal Ripken Jr. taking in all the hits and Larry Fitzgerald going, "Yeah, come on."
Okay. Shit. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm a Seahawks fan, but you said coach, and I couldn't help but think of Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
Because he's only positivity. He, no matter what, if it's a Russell Wilson or a Michael Bennett or whatever they're saying outside, he's always supportive of them.
Yep.
And does hold them accountable, but we're all about winning.
Yeah.
So Pete Carroll's definitely there.
Super chew gum attack.
Oh, and his New Balances though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was +5.
He
plus
throws,
5 intellect.
I love how much like not shade he throws, but like he knows how old man doofusy those shoes are, and he. When they did the cleats, what was it called? The charity cleats that they each got, which I think is really cool.
Yeah,
by
really
the way,
cool.
That they did that. That he had his own pair of New Balances
he
did.
Yeah.
Oh, side note, real quick. I think the Mariners just did this, and I thought this was a really cool concept. Just from when we're talking about charity for a second, that 9 players with I think Mitch Haniger, worked with kids, Seattle Children's, and what's the famous players card
what
company that makes
Topps?
Baseball cards? Topps. I think maybe it wasn't Topps.
Upper Deck.
Maybe Upper Deck. One of those companies teamed up as well, and they made cards for the kids.
Cool.
And the kids brought them to the players, and the
players signed them.
No, the kids signed the cards for the players. Well, obviously, the kids got stuff back.
Yeah.
It's not like, all right. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Thanks for this. Yeah. Thanks for this. Worthless.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, obviously they got. But I was like, I've never heard of that idea.
Yeah.
And that is cool for if like.
Actually, this is a good across the universe. Do you remember when Chris Pratt and Chris Evans, Captain America, had the bet for the Super Bowl?
Yeah, yeah.
For all you don't remember, they were going to dress up in character. Chris Pratt as Star-Lord and Captain America, Chris Evans, and. Then we lost that year, but they both did it anyway because they're rich.
Yeah, and
I'm sure they're
publicity is
good.
So anyway, so now are we going to DPS?
Yeah, we're going to DPS. So right now you've got who's your tank?
Thor.
No, Thor. But who's your athlete tank?
I said Shaq, but then you said that's mine too.
You had somebody else. You said Lawrence Taylor.
Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, LT. Yeah. Man, I know that Pete would love to coach LT. So I'm feeling good about you going into your dungeon. So let's do some DPS. So a good DPS that you can imagine is someone going to be like Iron Man, because he does a lot of damage, but it's like, for all you've seen Infinity War, basically everyone who's not Aaron, you know that the minute Thanos got his hands on Iron Man, it was not good. Like, I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but he was not, up to the task of going toe-to-toe with Thanos. That's a job for Thor or a job for Hulk. And he is going to be back there shooting his guts out. Even in this comic book, the original Infinity Gauntlet, Iron Man gets his head ripped off by Iron Man. Or by Thanos. Jesus Christ. This is not Star Wars, people. Give me a break. And so, you want someone like that is going to spit out more damage per unit time than maybe the fists of the Hulk, but may not have all that armor. So I'm gonna go with someone who could do damage from a distance. I'm gonna go with a Seattle boy. Or not a Seattle boy, but a Seattle figure. He has his place in our sports history. I'm gonna go with Ray Allen.
Okay, I feel that. Yeah. Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Oh, yeah.
I like that a lot. I'm also going to go with a little bit of Seattle, but also departed from Seattle. But obviously...
Still playing?
Kind of. Ichiro.
Ooh.
Not
very nice.
Not a lot of high slugging.
Gets on base.
But gets on base.
Oh, yeah.
More than anyone, really, when you want to go, like we talked about, his career in Japan as an adult. He's got...
Most hits in a single season.
He's hit the baseball professionally.
Yeah.
More than probably anyone on the planet.
Yep.
So there's your FPS.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd go with that.
Very cool. Very good. So you've got... You got 2 football, 1 baseball. I've got 1 baseball, 1... I can't remember who my players.
Ray Allen.
You're
talking about
Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah, Larry.
Okay, awesome. So next DPS. Now remember, we've got all types of DPS. We got like a mage who can cast spells. We've got hunters who have bows and pets and stuff. We've got rogues that have knives and they're ninjas basically. So
I got my other one ready right now.
You got one right now.
Yep.
Okay, why don't you go first?
Drew Brees.
Ooh, nice. Very good.
All the yards.
Yeah,
all the yards, but he's small.
Yeah, he'll get his butt kicked.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I have another good support. Can I have 2 support instead?
Sure, I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Jeff Van Gundy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
If he's gonna see a bad situation, he's gonna call it out. He's not gonna care about
even if you're the other commentator.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No, you don't know. You don't know Ron Artest like I know. It's Metal War, but I don't care what his name is now. It's what his name was when I knew him.
What's it? Why would you buy a League Pass now? Well, you can get it with the. They're all on national TV anyway.
Hey, are you drinking My Sprite? just like you'll be watching basketball, he'll just commentate on just something. It's just like, I love ballpoint pens. They're so smooth to write with,
and you need that kind of support when you're attacking dragons in a dungeon.
Yeah, make sure you never sit with another commentator that is left-handed. They're always getting in your way.
Oh, Mike Breen, we love you. All right, so I now have 2 support because
Mike Breen left-handed.
No, I'm just saying, like, he has to sit next to Jeff Van Gundy.
Jeff Van Gundy things. Okay, go ahead.
So I went a little TBD and got 2 support. So I still got 1 more DPS. You just took out Drew Brees, an amazing point. I'm gonna put it to you. You can either get 1 more support or another DPS while I think of a player.
Okay. Well, I wasn't ready for that. Shit. I don't know, dude.
I'm gonna go for speed. I'm gonna go for a guy.
Good point.
I'm gonna go for speed. I'm gonna go for a guy who can get in, get the points. He, not always the most reliable, and especially this last year, he's not the most durable. So he's definitely not a tank. But this guy is going to turn you, even if you're a historically defensive team, he's going to make you an offensive juggernaut. I'm going to take Odell Beckham Jr.
Okay. Yeah, no. Definitely. Right. So am I...
So you can do support as well.
I'm going to go with FPS.
Okay. DPS.
Yes, sorry. I'm going to go soccer.
All right. I was thinking about that.
I'm going to go historical.
Okay.
However... Technically, you could say he was all of these things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was trying to think of soccer, and I couldn't think of how you could do DPS. From my limited knowledge, I wouldn't have had a good case. I'm sure you do.
Yeah, I mean, you could, but I just really want to say this player's name. Pele.
I knew you were going to say Pele.
Yeah.
Didn't that guy play? I was watching a YouTube video on him, and it was like, his first videos are like when they invented cameras. And then he played all the way up to like the 90s?
Not the 90s, no. I think early 80s.
Wow.
New York Cosmos. But he played for about over 30 years.
That's amazing. Is he alive?
Yeah.
Good for him.
I think.
Good for him.
I might be Kirby pucking at this too. I'm going to hang out with him. No, he is.
We should probably find out.
He's old. But I think he was born in the early 40s, I want to say. So he's probably in his late 70s.
Not seeing to death. Deadoralive.com. Pele. Alive!
This is
a great website. Look at this.
Oh, shit.
Alive! Smiley face.
And that's it. That's all there is.
HTML4.
Yeah, but
Field sports.
does it give you anything?
Yes, it does. This is the best website.
It's just dead or alive.
No, profile. Alive. Pele. Field. Sports.
It's like the most iconic sports figure of all time.
Info. Soccer god. Led Brazil to 3 World Cups. He's 77.
Okay, so I was pretty on point with everything.
10/23/1940.
I got all of it right.
Yeah.
Kirby, I'm sorry. Like, I apparently love Pele more than you. Got to tune back to episode 3 for Aaron's big ass gaff. Hey, I'm really excited to be Kirby Puckett next week. That's pretty much what I said.
He died. Yeah. He's dead? 2006.
I was 10. Well, I wasn't 10.
It was 10 years ago.
And it was 10 years ago. 12. Anyway, so I think Pele, because he was not big. He was actually a child when he was getting discovered. And
Crazy.
He played with, there was a great film that was actually, I saw it on a plane, and it was Netflix, and I was like kind of half, like, you know, that I've been traveling for like 10 hours kind of drunk.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I'm not drunk and sloppy, but my brain does not exist.
Yeah.
But I discovered it on Netflix, and it was basically a biopic about Pele from the moment of him growing up in Rio to the first World Cup that I believe was in Sweden that they won with him. And nothing really after that other than just those, like, ends with 3 paragraphs and here's the rest of Pele's career. But I learned so much from that other than just what I knew about him, and he was just so diminutive, really. He was a child, and he had nicknames about that. I obviously don't know Portuguese, but his talents were so all over the place, and he literally is like, give me the ball, and I'm passing all over the place, I'm scoring all over the place.
So he's like LeBron.
Yeah, but not LeBron's also like literally the Thor of basketball.
Yeah,
now. Like his physique is off the charts.
Yeah.
So that's why I think Pele would be good for that. But there's also a lot of diminutive soccer players. You could say Lionel Messi.
Yeah,
but also you could also say that both those players are the tank, if you will.
Yeah,
because they take on the entire team for your team. When your team is doing almost nothing, and you can still win with them. So
awesome. Well, let's do a little recap, and you can tweet at us at Across the Universe. What do we want to? We'll figure it out. So
what's your tank? What's your DPS?
Let us know. Let us know. So mine is with the tank taking the damage, the Iron Man of baseball. We got Cal Ripken Jr. coming up with the tank. I've got 2 support classes. I've got Jeff Van Gundy letting you know that you do not need to pay for League Pass when it's April because the playoffs are starting. I've also got
why would you do that?
Got Larry Fitzgerald.
Shame on you, NBA.
Larry Fitzgerald will just tell the Dragon that, asking him how his mother was, and he really admires his game, and then he won't even do anything to the tank. Followed up by Ray Allen, who is just going to shoot your heart out if you are a Lakers fan when he's on the Celtics, or he's going to shoot your heart in if you're on the Sonics. Follow that up with my final
You also
guy.
warm your heart if you're a Spike Lee joint fan.
Yes, that is true. And also, he murdered you if you were a Spurs fan in 2013. And saved LeBron. He supported LeBron. And then, what was my final guy? Oh, Odell. Odell gonna give you that high-flying feel. And you?
So I had Lawrence Taylor, Drew Brees.
Pete Carroll
support, Lawrence Taylor tank. I had another tank. Did I not?
No.
I was just saying Thor. Drew Brees, Ichiro for DPS. I also had
penis.
I had a penis, not specifically anyone's penis.
You had alive man. Sports field.
Who was that?
Pele.
Why am I so bad at this?
Pele.
Yes. I feel like I'm missing one. That's why.
No, you're good.
One.
That's it.
I only had 3.
No.
And
LT.
Yeah.
Pete Carroll. Pele.
Ichiro.
And Drew Brees.
Oh, Drew Brees. Yeah, thank you, Ian. You've always been better at math.
Yeah. Counting with my hands. This is how you do it.
That was counting? I thought you were just pointing at your other fingers. That's why I'm so bad at this.
I thought you were just ranking your favorites.
Fuck yeah. All right. A whole new world just opened up to me.
We're stopping this,
I can count
guys.
to more than 5.
Yeah.
Twice. Got to 5 twice. What's more than 5?
Seahawks dad, how do you even get along with us?
Come teach us a lesson.
Yeah.
Well, that sounded weird. Please don't. You like Star Wars, though. It's cool.
Grill us a steak.
And if you're a Star Wars dad out there, then maybe start following us, too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I feel complete. That was 2 hours.
I feel complete.
I am. All right. TBD till next time.
Bye.
Oh, wait. We should say, where you can follow us. At The Real TBD Pod, of course. We do have a YouTube channel that we're talking about readjusting a little bit, but it's not going to go anywhere.
Nope. It's staying right here.
But most of the time, you're going to find us out on Twitter at The Real TBD, where we're spitting fire, and most of it is fire from our ass.
It's The Real TBD Podcast. He's wrong.
No, our Twitter's The Real TBD Pod.
Yeah, you said The Real TBD. So we're both wrong.
I don't know where I am right now.
Actually, real quick thing. It's just a little gush I got to do. Ian's installment, my first installment of Dank. You know what's Dank? The movie Darkest Hour. Watched it 2 days ago. It's about Winston Churchill. It's nothing nerd versus not sports.
Didn't it have
what's his Gary Oldman. Gary
Oldman, yes.
He is wearing a bunch of prosthetics, and he's Winston Churchill, and that movie is phenomenal. He won Best Actor, I think. Oh, my God. If you... Stannis Baratheon is in the movie as one of the actors. And
is in the movie as
a character.
The building on the left.
Yeah. And man, it is so good. It ends, and he's like... You know the history. You know how it ends, but, like, just go see it. It is so... good.
I actually really wanted to because one, you can.
It's twice as good as Dunkirk. If you've seen Dunkirk.
Oh, I have seen Dunkirk. Okay.
Really, really good. Go see it.
Well, Dunkirk had like 8 words in it too, and everything Winston Churchill has ever said has been hilarious, poignant, and smart.
Badass.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, that's good. And I guess here's my dank.
Yeah, what's your dank?
My dank is actually, and legitimately, I've also another Netflix show that I've kind of been watching, but it's usually my fall asleep show, is Staircase.
What's that about?
Well, if you like Making a Murderer, which is interesting if you like kind of like just how trials actually happen. I don't really like watching fictional trials because it's like, whatever. I don't really care. You can make up all of that. But real world shit, like there's a lot of weird fucked up shit that's happened.
Yeah.
And it's not just all justice.
Yeah.
It's about Michael Patterson, the famous novelist, and his second wife dying, falling downstairs. And then
they think he pushed her?
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not.
He pushed her or he like beat her to death?
I don't know.
Threw her on the stairs.
Both those things.
Oh man, that
beat.
Sucks.
Well, we don't. I don't know.
Is he in jail?
No spoiler for a real thing that happened.
Yeah.
I actually don't know the outcome of it.
Yeah. And
I don't want to know. But so far through 8 episodes, I'm like, holy fucking shit! This is like, I totally think he's innocent, but then there's these like hints at stuff. But both the style of
what books did he write?
They're mostly so he's a Vietnam vet, and they're mostly actually I have never read them, but they're about Vietnam, and they're also I think about law. Like oddly and ironically justice maybe, but I know they're all basically about
justice.
Justice. I've never read his fucking books, but I know they're Vietnam related because that's where he came from.
Oh, that's really fucked up.
But that shit interests me, but I don't want to sit and watch like 5 episodes.
No, yeah, it makes you fucking depressed.
Yeah, I just watch one, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but on a positive note, we finally figured out what the dank segment will be. It'll just be what we think is dank.
That we yell at the end.
Yeah.
Dank! I like LaCroix. Dank!
It is dank.
Okay.
That's true.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Or good morning. Bye-bye. T.
Hi.
P. Determined.
Yeah.